Hi everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel where you can find videos that will make math more fun and easy for you to become winner in numbers, winner in life. Hi! Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is ROWEL CARPIO and I am a math teacher and a coach. If you have been to my channel before, welcome back. And if it is your first time to visit my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button found below. And don't forget also to hit the notification bell for you to be notified every time I upload new video. Thank you. This time, let me shout out to the 5 viewers who commented with the correct answers on the exercises on the video on the technique on how to solve H-word problems part 2. They are the following: Julie Marie Vlogs, Christian Daniel Domingo, Cindy Chen Aragones, Kim Eliza, and Emmanuel Enriquez. Once again, thank you for supporting my channel. I hope that you will continue supporting my channel by watching all my future videos. Thank you! So in this video, I'm going to discuss technique on how to solve H-word problem part 3. So actually, this is the third part of our discussions on H-word problem. But this time, the problems involved do not anymore contain the sum of the ages of the persons involved in the given problem. So let us have example number 1. In our example number 1, it says here, in January of 2010, Joseph was 1 more than 4 times the age of his son Jake. In January of 2020, Joseph was 9 more than twice the age of Jake. How old was Joseph in January 2020? So again, we will be using the block model approach. So in this method, we are going to represent the age of each person before. So let's begin with Jake. Suppose that this was the age of Jake represented by 1 block in January of 2010. Now, the age of his father, Joseph, can be represented by 4 blocks since his father was 4 times his age. So 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4, plus 1, since he was 1 more than 4 times the age of his son Jake. Now, these representations are only true in January of 2010. So by January of 2020, that means 10 years after, so Jake's age can be represented by 1 box plus 10. While his father's age in January of 2020 is 9 more than twice the age of Jake. So meaning to say, we have to 2 times this box, so 2 boxes, and twice also the 10. So plus 10, plus 10, and plus 9. Since Joseph is 9 more than twice the age of Jake. So since we do not know the sum of the ages of Jake and Joseph, what we can do is we have to equate the age of Joseph. So here, we can see that we have 4 boxes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 boxes plus 1. So the age of Joseph in January of 2010 can be represented by these 4 boxes plus 1. Now, these 4 boxes plus 1 is just simply the same as 2 boxes plus 10 plus 9 without this 10. So we can represent also the age of Joseph in January of 2010 by using only 2 boxes plus 10 plus 9. So basically, these 4 boxes plus 1 or 2 boxes plus the 19 is just the same because each of these represents the age of Joseph in January of 2010. Meaning to say that if we have 4 boxes here and 2 boxes here that are equal, we can cancel them. So 2 boxes cancel, 2 boxes cancel. And then we have 1 here, we have 19. So we can also cancel the 1 and subtract 1 here. Meaning to say, we have already here 18. 19 minus 1 will become 18. And that 18 is equivalent to 2 boxes. So for us to identify the value of each of these boxes, So we have to divide 18 by 2. So 18 divided by 2 will give us 9. So meaning to say the value of each of these boxes is 9. So meaning to say this is 9, this is also 9, this is also 9. So meaning to say that in January of 2020, Joseph was 9 plus 9 is 18 plus 9 is 27, 37, 47. So meaning to say that Joseph was 47 years old in January of 2020, while Jake was 19 years old. So let us try to find out whether when we multiply 19 by 2 and add 9 will give us 47. 19 times 2 is 38 plus 9 is 47. Check. So meaning to say that we have answered the problem correctly, that Joseph was 47 years old in January of 2020. Now let's proceed to sample problem number 2. In our problem number 2, it says here, Mrs. Reyes was 4 years more than 3 times the age of her daughter Celine 5 years ago. This year, Mrs. Reyes is 10 years more than twice the age of her daughter. How old is Celine now? So let us begin by representing the age of these two persons before. That was 5 years ago. So let us begin with Celine. Let us say the age of Celine before or 5 years ago is represented by this box. The age of Mrs. Reyes was 3 times the age of her daughter plus 4. So times 3, so we have 3 boxes plus 4. Now 5 years after, so meaning to say that Celine's age has increased by 5. So plus 5. Now 5 years after also, Mrs. Reyes' age is 10 years more than twice the age of her daughter. So meaning to say that we have to multiply this box by 2 and this 5 by 2. So when we have this box times 2, we have 2 boxes. And twice 5 will give us 5 plus 5 plus 10 because she is 10 years more than twice. Now again, we do not know the sum of the ages of Celine and Mrs. Stan. All we can do now is to equate the age of Mrs. Stan 5 years ago. So we know that 5 years ago, Mrs. Stan's age can be represented by 3 boxes plus 4. This can also be represented by 2 boxes and 5 plus 10 because we have to take out the 5 because this 5 is already 5 years after. So we have 2 boxes plus 5 and plus 10. So we have 3 boxes plus 4. We have 2 boxes plus 5 plus 10 or plus 15. Now we can cancel out 2 boxes. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we can also subtract here to cancel the 4. We can subtract 15 minus 4 to give us 11. So meaning to say that 1 box that is equivalent to 15 minus 4 will give us 11. So meaning to say that the value of each of these boxes is 11. So meaning to say this is 11, 11, and 11. So in other words, Celine now is 11 plus 5 to give us 16 years old, while Mrs. Stan is 11 plus 11 is 22 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 will give us 42 years old. So let us check whether when we twice 16 plus 10 will give us 42. 16 times 2 is 32 plus 10 is 42. Check. So meaning to say that our answer is correct, that Celine is 16 years old now. So we have answered the problem correctly. Now let's proceed to sample problem number 3. It says here, 7 years ago, Mika was 4 years less than thrice the age of Laika. This year, Mika is 3 years less than twice the age of Laika. How old is Mika now? So again, we are going to represent the age of Mika and Laika 7 years ago. So let's begin with Laika. If this box represents the age of Laika 7 years ago, the age of Mika was thrice, so 3 boxes, less than 4. Now, 7 years after, so meaning to say that both ages have increased by 7. So Laika's age 7 years after can be represented by this box plus 7. Now, Mika's age 7 years after is 3 years less than twice the age of Laika. So twice, so we have to double this box and double 7. So we have 2 boxes plus 7 plus 7, 3 years less, minus 3. Again, we do not know the sum of the ages of Laika and Mika. All we can do now is to equate the age of Mika before or 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, Mika's age can be represented by 3 boxes less than 4. Or we can also represent Mika's age 7 years ago using 2 boxes plus 7 because we have to take out 1 7 because these 2 boxes plus 7 minus 3 is the age of Mika 7 years after. So we can take out 1 7, then we have less than 3. So meaning to say that since we have 3 boxes here and 2 boxes, we can cancel out 2 boxes and 2 boxes also here. So what is left is 1 box minus 4 is equal to 7 minus 3 will give us 4. So this time, for us to find the value of this box, we have to think of a number in which when we subtract this number by 4 will give us 4, and that number is 8. So that 8 minus 4 will give us the value of 4. So meaning to say that the value of each of these boxes is 8. So meaning to say that Laika is 15 years old. Mika is 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 7 is 23 plus 7 is 30 minus 3 is 27 years old. So let us check if when we multiply the age of Laika by 2 and then less 3 will give us 27. So 15 times 2 is 30 minus 3 is 27. So check. So meaning to say that our answer is correct, that Mika is 27 years old now. So there you have it, how to solve word problems involving before and after without giving us the sum of the ages of the persons involved in the given word problem. Now, this time, it is your time to answer the given problem. All you have to do is to try to solve the given problem using the technique that I have just discussed. So the problem says here, 9 years ago, Marlon was 4 years more than twice the age of Gestoni. This year, Marlon is 17 years more than the age of Gestoni. How old is each person now? So, I hope that you have learned and enjoyed watching this video. See you again in my next video. Thank you!